It is my distinct pleasure and privilege to welcome you to the 2017 St. Edward Recognition Dinner. I love this night. This is the largest attendance we've had, by the way, in the I think 6 years we've done this. It's just a wonderful feel and a wonderful celebration, as I said earlier, about what makes St. Edward such a phenomenal community.
St. Ed's, along with my family, has been responsible for whatever parts of me are good. I've had the privilege of associating with students who had a sterling moral sensibility, students that inspired me to be a better person. Some of them are sitting right here tonight. How can you beat that? And eventually, I even ran into a couple of their sons in class. How cool is that? St. Ed's has given me something intangible, something way more than just allowing me to practice the noble art of teaching. They say that more than half of Americans today feel disconnected from their work. But when my feet hit the floor tomorrow morning, I know I'm going to go to a place where I can do worthwhile work. For that, I'll always be grateful. Thank you all.
And St. Ed's meant so much to me. I learned many of life's lessons at St. Ed's. Sometimes the brothers and the teachers had to knock them into my head, which was usually reinforced by a trip down to the sub-basement to dig out the sub-basement. How many guys are willing to admit here that they spent some time in the sub-basement? Anybody? I just want to say that I've never been more optimistic about St. Ed's at this point. Under the current leadership, we have gone where we've never gone before. And I'm always astonished when I go there and I see what these young men are doing because it's so encouraging. But we have world-class academics. We really have great sports programs. It's so encouraging to be there. It really gives me a lift.
Next to my father, I had never met a man that commanded so much respect out of individuals around him. That was Coach Urbis. Coach Urbis, I owe you a great debt of gratitude also for my successes in life. You gave back to St. Edward constantly. You still do to this day, helping individuals, teaching individuals, and coaching individuals. St. Edward High School gave me the confidence to see in life. I'm grateful for that.
Tonight is an opportunity for me to say thanks, not only for this honor that you bestow on me tonight, but for the giving me a chance to contribute to the cause, to continue the ministry and mission of the school. So many in the school to thank as well. Mr. Jim Kubacki, you bring a vision of what the school can and should be. And I think you get people excited about getting involved. Whenever I hear you speak, I'm always psyched up. Let's go out and do something.
The memories, they really live on in my heart and in my soul, and I am just so deeply grateful and will always be grateful to St. Edward. And when I think of St. Ed's, Eagle Pride means something, and it lives on in my heart. And I know it lives on in the hearts of so many who are gathered here and not here and who have impacted our city and our nation and our world in so many, many ways. And so I just pray that pride continue, not arrogance, but pride. Pride in who we can become because of who we are as people of God.
First and foremost, if you haven't walked the halls of St. Ed's in the last 10 years, do yourself a big, big favor. Treat yourself, take an afternoon, go over there. It is amazing. The entire environment will just draw you in. And if you went there, it'll renew that spirit. And if you didn't go there, it's going to birth that spirit. But just that Catholic education, we would do it again in a heartbeat. I did not have that. My wife had that for 8 years. I didn't have that at all. And I'm wondering, Jim, I'm wondering if I could come back. You know, I could, if you could talk to Coach Flan, I could be like a 40-year red shirt, maybe, and just give me a shot. I'd like to experience. Now we lived that at St. Ed's through the eyes of my son, through his experiences here. And I'll tell you, this is a very, very special place, as I mentioned earlier.
St. Edward High School truly is a beacon in Northeast Ohio. With your continued help and guidance, we will continue to work tirelessly to develop the young men that this world needs most. With God's continued blessings, let us commence to continue the work of building His kingdom on earth to the best of our abilities.